Welcome, dear student. This is our revision class for chapter number 1 and 2, the one which we are going to do in our this terminal exam, first terminal exam. Syllabus for our first terminal exam is chapter number 1 and 2. I have already completed your syllabus. This is your revision class. We'll summarize chapter number 1 and 2 and we'll discuss this question and answers. So in our Google Classroom, I have already updated about question type. There will be 1 mark question, very short answer type, like fill in the blank, MCQ, or true and false, or match the following. This type of question, and short answer type, long answer type, and very long answer type. Carries of 2 mark, 3 mark, and 5 mark each. And total mark will be 50. It's a subjective exam. You have to write your exam in your answer paper, and you have to submit it, send it in WhatsApp in my number. I'll provide you during the exam, and you have to submit the hard copy of your answer paper later on when the school give you the notification for submission of hard copy answer paper. For your answer paper format is already provided in your WhatsApp group, and if you have problem in printing, you can make the format of your answer paper in your 2-line paper or blank, and you can write your answers. And you have to write your name, roll number, class section for all students in each and every page of your answer paper, so that when you send through pictures, I can identify the pages. This is for this, and this is one. Don't forget to mention page number. And for new student, you don't need to write section. You have to write your name, class, and admission form number. And I have given you the syllabus also, chapter number 1 and 2 for first terminal examination. Same syllabus as MCQ examination. These are posts which I have updated in our Google Classroom. So let's summarize. First chapter is computer and historical development. Let's see what we have learned. You all know that computers start from abacus, about 3000 BC. And after that, with the development of each and every years, after abacus, Napier bones, Pascaline, step Bruckner, punch card, and first programmer is Lady Ada Lovelace, and Charles Babbage is known as the father of computer. He has first developed the French engine in 1822, and after that he has developed analytical engine. And this device is most working or most successful during the time. That's why he is known as the father of computer during 1822 to 1833 AD. And after that, generation of computers start from first generation computer start from 1942 to 1955. Vacuum tube technology were used, big in size. We will discuss this one. And second generation transistor were used in third. This you have to remember. This is very important. Like in first generation, the vacuum tube were used, which is very expensive to change that vacuum tube when it bursts out, because it produces lots of heat and it bursts out easily. And after that, after this technology has been changed to transistor, and it's much cheaper than the first generation, and the size is little smaller than the first generation. And these points are same with each and every one, smaller, faster, and cheaper than the previous generation. smaller, faster, cheaper than the previous generation. You can remember this point. And in third generation, IC were used, that is integrated circuits. These transistors were packed into several transistors were packed into a single one, that is called IC. And in fourth generation, VSLI and LSI were used. And in the fifth generation, USLI were used, that is ultra scale large integration circuits. Till now we are in this fifth generation. This is an important point, that till now, till the present day, we are in fifth generation from 1989 to present. Nowadays also, new microprocessors were developed within in our smartphones and in laptop or desktop. Let's go to the next point. Characteristic of computers. Computers are different with human being or any other animal. Speed, automatic, diligency, and storage, accuracy, scientific approach, and versatility. These are the characteristics of computer, which are different from our mankind. And types of computer, there are types of computer like desktop computer and notebook and laptop computer, which are more portable than desktop. And desktop is fixed on a table, and it is very large in size, big in size than the laptop. And in desktop, batteries are not included. We have to use UPS and all for power supply, uninterrupted power supply. And laptop is portable, battery is included in the device. A tablet, smartphone and all, these are also smart devices which we currently use nowadays. Nowadays, this laptop and all is more famous in smartphone and all. So most of the companies, they are developing new technologies within the smartphone, not in tablet and all, computers and all. But in computer also it's developing. It's not that they are not developing in computers, laptop and all. The technology and this and all in computer, it grow very fast. So hardware and software. We all know that software is untouchable one. That is not the physical part of the computer, and hardware is the physical part of the computer. In software, it's been divided into system software and application software and utility programs. System software is one of the best example is operating system. Some example of operating system are DOS, Microsoft, Linux, Unix, Macintosh and all. Macintosh is for Apple. Windows is the most popular one, the one which we are using at school, at home. It is developed by Microsoft Corporation. And system software is compulsory for each and every computer. If the one of the computer is not having system software, then we cannot start up the computer also, and we cannot use that system or the computer, because it is the interface between the user and the computer, that everything we work or all the components, they are going to be communicate with each other, like printer, mouse, keyboard and all, with the system is controlled by this operating system. And application software are those software which are untouchable. This type of software are depend upon the user, that when the user required to use, then user need to install in that system and they can use it. The best example is games and this Microsoft Word, Microsoft Office and all, and Photoshop. Here in your textbook they have given like timetable software and payroll software, etc. So in application software, why I'm giving an example like game software is when a one person or the user is not going to play that game, then he doesn't need to install in his computer, because it is a high-end graphic software, and we need a particular configuration for using this type of software. And utilities program like included like backup software and antivirus software and all. So it need to monitor our system and protect our data or information from outside the world when we use internet and all. It's better to install antivirus in our computer. Nowadays, really scam and other viruses are attacking system. Mostly we depend on online nowadays. We need an internet connection for our online classes and all. So hardware. Hardware is those touchable thing. In hardware, it's been divided into input and output devices. Input devices are those devices which we give instruction to the computer, which we give command or instruction to the computer. One of the first devices is drawing or graphic tablet when we use to draw, or this one when we use while designing and all is drawing in graphic tablet. Joystick mainly used for gaming purpose. Console when we are trying to play game with this war game, when we are firing a gun or when we are playing football, kicking a ball in the computer, you used to give your command from the joystick to your computer so that in that game it will kick the ball or it will fire that gun. So next one is touchpad. These are all input devices. Touchpad is very popular nowadays. Everyone is using, not all, most of the people are using smartphone and all. It's operated by touch screen, which you can touch directly on the screen and you can activate the application, or you can view the command by touching with your finger. And in ATM machine, microwave, smartboard and all, these are all compiled with touchscreen nowadays. Next is barcode scanner, one of the input devices. You can see in shopping mall and all, webcam is also input devices. It will record your video and it will stream in your computer, or it will save that video in your digital form in your computer. And output devices are devices which we can see what is happening inside the computer, and which while we are working inside the computer we can print it out by using these output devices and all. What is happening inside the computer we can see or we can know by using these output devices. If our monitor is not using in our system, then we don't know what is happening inside our CPU or what is happening in my computer. So we need a working monitor first of all. And nowadays smart TV are all, some of the families or some, mostly we have smart TV and all. So in this smart TV and all, we can use as a monitor also by connecting with HDMI cable with the laptop or computer device, so that it doesn't affect your eye if you watch it in a big screen. There are different type of monitor: TFT, CRT, LED. So nowadays we don't use CRT and all, cathode ray tube. We use mostly the flat one, that is TFT or LED LCD. And printer is the most popular output device, which we print out all those digital form document, like it may be letter, application, admit card, or this exam sheet, notice, and everything, whatever. It may be picture. And speaker. Speaker is one of the popular output device. It has in your smartphone also, tablet also, computer also, desktop. If it is all in one desktop, then it has already implemented inside this screen. But other desktop, they don't have the speaker inbuilt, so you have to connect with the external one so that you can listen to the sound or the video what you are playing inside your computer. Headphone is also a type of a speaker, so that individually you can listen to your ears. Next one is storage device. Just like a brain of a human being, we can remember, so that there are different type of memories in computer. A storage device: RAM, random access memory; ROM, read-only memory; programmable read-only memory; erasable read-only memory; electronically erasable read-only memory. These are the types of memory which are volatile and non-volatile. RAM is volatile. It's very useful in multitasking in the computer. If you play a game or if you are typing something in your computer and simultaneously you're listening to song, that is called multitasking. It is very helpful in RAM. When the RAM is much higher capacity, then you can do multiple tasks at a single time. And when the RAM is very small, it cannot do multiple tasks at a single time. When you buy a smartphone and all nowadays, you used to see or you used to check how much RAM is that in your smartphone so that when you do multitasking in your smartphone, it doesn't hang, means it doesn't freeze the screen or the smartphone. If the RAM is not enough, then multitasking will be a problem in your smartphone or computer. Same thing, smartphone are just like a computer nowadays. And this ROM, PROM, EPROM, and these are non-volatile one which we can use system software to install it in it, and it's been used like that. So next is hierarchy or bits and bytes. The smallest unit is bit. One bit is equal to 0 or 1, that is binary digit. One byte is equal to, so in previous exam and all, some students are confused with this one. The smallest memory unit of a computer is bit, 1 bit, bit, and byte is not the smallest one. So when we ask what is the smallest unit of memory storage in a computer, means you have to say 1 bit, that is binary digit. It's same with binary digit, that is either 1 or 0, a single one, not both zeros and 1. Why is it given zeros and 1? Because computer only understands zeros and 1, not the alphabet which we used to understand in English language and all. Computer only understands zeros and 1. It's called machine language. So 1 byte is equal to 8 bits, 1 KB is equal to kilobyte is equal to 1024 bytes, and 1 MB is equal to 1024 kilobytes, and 1 GB is equal to 1024 megabytes. It's already given in your textbook, and 1 TB is equal to 1024 gigabyte. So next one is external storage device. We have already included this hard disk inside the computer. It may be laptop or desktop. It's already included in your phone also. It has an internal storage device, memory unit, memory device, which we can store our files or information and all. Hard disks, there are two types, that is external hard disk and internal one. Mainly we used to, when we say hard disk, we used to know that the internal one, if it is external, you have to say external hard disk. So this hard disk is much bigger than CD, DVD or pen drive or Blu-ray disc. It's a much bigger storage device so that we can store all the huge information and data in this hard disk. Maybe your file, movie, song, everything, whatever. So nowadays, uh, the technology has changed. Means usually we don't store nowadays movies and the songs and all. It's stream online. Movies also you don't need to store in your hard disk. You can stream it online. These facilities and all, it's been improved in our country, and we don't need to save anymore in our hard disk. So it uses up a huge storage capacity. It needs a huge storage capacity in your computer. Like one HD movie, it take up like 2 GB or 3 GB, that much. So like that, usually we don't need to store hard disks. So other type are CD, DVD and all. CD you can store up to like 700 MB or 800 MB. Usually we don't use the nowadays CD or DVD. Usually use this pen drive and all. In DVD like 4.382, 8.5 GB, and pen drive starting from 1 GB to like 32 GB and all. and in Blu-ray discs 25 GB, up to 25 GB in single layer, and 50 GB up to double layer. And hard disks, it's vary up to the 1 TB, 2 TB, like that you can use. So let's discuss next one. Chapter number 1, question and answer that I have uploaded. So for chapter number 1, first answer is the question is like, what is an abacus? Abacus is the first calculating device, and two example of each, like input device, joystick, touch screen, and output device, monitor, printer, and next one is storage device like CD and pen drive or flash drive. And in two characteristic of computer, I have given you speed and elegancy, and how many bits and bytes are required to save a word computer on a disk, how many disks and bits and bytes are required. So to store the word computer, it needs 8 bytes and 64 bits. Because and next one is, who is the first programmer? First programmer is Lady Ada Lovelace. One byte is usually store one character or letter or a symbol. Here that's why computer, how many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 8 letters are there, so it will take 8 bytes. And how does it becoming 64? Because 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. That's why 8 into this 8. 8 bits equal to 1 byte. That is why it becomes 64. 8 8 are 64. Like that. Require 8 bytes and 64 bits. So let's go to the next. What is secondary storage? Give example of secondary storage device. Secondary storage device is a physical device which you can store permanently, like hard disk and DVD. Two characteristics of computer are speed and storage. It's fast and it measures in millisecond, microsecond, nanosecond, and picosecond. And storage like that. I have given you this. It's all very easy. And difference between the desktop and laptop. And this is name different type of software. So there are these 3 different type of software that we have already discussed this just now: system software, application software, and utility programs. And next one is it right to say that hardware and software are interdependent? Explain your answer with an example. Yes, it is right to say that the hardware and software are interdependent. They depend each other. Hardware cannot function until the software is loaded and software is installed in hardware to set the program in action. So they are dependent each other. You cannot work your computer only with the hardware, or you cannot work with your computer only with the software. So they are interdependent through both the combination between the connection between the hardware and software. We are going to run the computer. Software also run on the other hardware such as cell phone, air traffic control system, etc. For example, one won't be able to interact with the computer without operating system. So operating system work and we're going to manage a communication between the two parts. Next is input and output. It's very easy. Secondary memory again. So in question number 5, it's given like in question, describe briefly any 4 input devices, but I have given you 5 input devices. That is keyboard, mouse, drawing tablet, microphone and scanner. In brief, you need to explain. You can write in your own word also by grabbing the understanding the point. Okay, let's go to the next one. That is Windows 7 control panel and more. So control panel is the main control center of the computer, which you can change the setting of the computer. It has category view, large icon view and small icon view. In category view, there are 8 categories like that. So this is category view. This is large icon view and small icon view, a little bit smaller in smaller image, and this will little bit image of that file and folder. Personalizing the desktop, like changing theme or changing wallpaper. Theme is a package which included with the color of the window and wallpaper, screensaver and sound and all. It's a package, and you can change separately also only the wallpaper or color of the window or screensaver. Screensaver prevents you to hide your screen when your computer is in idle and you don't use your computer. And controlling the keyboard. Controlling the keyboard, you can change the cursor blinking red. You can change the speed of the keyboard. When you type or press a key, the number of letters which used to show you in your document, you can change this one from here. Speed, this repeat delay, repeat rate and all. And controlling the mouse, from this setting you can change the speed of the mouse, and you can change the double clicking speed also. You can change here and you can test it here, and you have to apply it and OK. And button setting, you can change the left click and right click. You can interchange also, but usually we prefer left click or single click selection click on the left side and other one on the right side. Pointer tab, this is for changing the pointer option. Click lock. Click lock is that you can click the scroll bar and you can, without by removing your hand from the button, you can scroll it. So it will lock your click in that area, and you can scroll it without pressing your button. This is for click lock. And pointer tab, you can change the pointer. You can download it from internet also, and you can change with your choice. But don't change this one in school computer or any other public computer. If you have your computer at home and if you want to change, you can do it in your own choice, in your personal one. These are pointer setting. This one is for changing the speed of the mouse. And if there is a difficulty in using your mouse, you can change it by going here your mouse setting. But when you see the difference between the fast and this one slow, you have to change or keep it in a default one, the one which you are having previous format. Don't change it to fast or very slow in our school computer or public school computer. If you know all the setting about the computer here in control panel, if there is any difficulty or problem in using the settings about your keyboard and mouse, you can change it from here. And next one is controlling the notification area icon. Notification area icon is the area where it will give the information about the system or computer to the user that your antivirus is outdated, or you have this information, you have received a mail or similar type of information about the system in that area. So you can change this one from notification control system. You can change the date and time. When you buy a new computer, you have to first fix your date and time about the internet connection and all. It will notify in your notification area. And if you want to add an additional clock also, you can add it from this date and time section. And next point is Windows 7 gadget. Windows 7 gadget. If we don't use Windows 7, then here I cannot show you this Windows 7 gadgets because I'm using Windows 8. And now Windows 11 is also out, I think, in the market. This Windows 7 gadget, some of the gadgets are internet required and some of them are not internet required, like calendar and all. We don't require internet. This news feed headline and this currency or weather, these are all required internet. If your computer or system is not connected with the internet, then you cannot get the updated information, this weather and all. You can change or add the gadget, and you can change the opacity of the gadget also, means the transparency of the gadget from the setting. You can drag the gadget from one place to another also. You can add and remove from the setting. We have discussed this one in our previous class and all. So let's go to our question and answer form. First one is control panel. Is the folder where control and management tools are located. A screensaver is displayed on the screen when the computer is idle or not working a while. And Windows 7 desktop gadget shows the temperature, means weather gadget shows the temperature. And opacity property of a gadget control the visibility, means I have told you, like here, where is that? This is the opacity, means the transparency of the gadget. You can control it from opacity. And one gadget has been added to your desktop. You can move its position anywhere in desktop. Desktop is the screen where when we turn on the computer, the first screen it appears is called desktop, and you can move the gadget from one place to another by dragging that gadget. This is match the following: date flipper, calendar gadget, theme, combination of GUI element, opacity, visibility of gadget, just now we have discussed, live news, internet required, because if your computer or system is not connected with the internet, you cannot listen or you cannot see the updated news. And RAM uses CPU meter. CPU meter will show you the uses of RAM or processor. Let's discuss this question and answer. Others I have mentioned you. Name of the gadget, active internet connection properly. I have given you weather here, and latest news is news headline. This is headline, news feed headline. This control panel in category view, it has 8 categories. This is control panel and personalization. So let's discuss this question and answer. Write a step to open this control panel. All question answer and all I have uploaded in our Google Classroom, class 6. How to control and open this control panel. Click on the start button, click on the control panel button. Just open the control panel window on your screen. It's very easy. And which Windows 7 features can you personalize? This theme, wallpaper, and screensaver and all we can personalize with our own choice, with your own personal choice. Explain the different views of control panel window. Control panel, there are three type, that is category view, large icon, and small icon. It has been explained here. And repeat delay and repeat rate of a keyboard means when you type a key. Repeat delay is the time after which the key on the keyboard will start repeating to type itself. And repeat rate is the number of character type within a second in a particular time when the number of characters are printed on your screen is called repeat rate, and repeat delay is the time which delay means come after from one letter to another letter, that is called repeat delay. This one, how to add a calendar gadget in your desktop. Right click on the calendar gadget in the gadget store, and in the pop-up menu that appear, click on the, change this one. There is a small mistake in printing mistake, question number 5, that is it should be click, C-L-I-C-K. Click on the one add one option and calendar gadget will appear on your desktop automatically. G, long answer type question. These are long answer type question. First one is long answer type question. How can you change the date and time of your computer system? These are the steps. Change the date and time of our computer system. We have to go to the control panel, then click on date and time button, and you can change date and time, current date and time. Click lock we have already discussed just now, and double click. And question number 5 is name and explain the function of any 5 desktop gadget in Windows 7. There are different type of desktop gadgets, that is clock, slideshow, feed headline for news, whether internet connection is required in this one, and currency also internet connection is required, so that $1 is equal to how many rupees and all. So this all require this internet connection. So there are this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 desktop gadgets. Then here comes the end of our revision session. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. While writing your question and answers, you can write in your own words by not memorizing each and every full stop and letters, so that develop your English skill also, and you can write in your own words, but the points and the points or information should be there particularly. So all the best.